Hi friends, this is Father Jonathan again with the second in our stewardship series for the 2020 campaign year. I'm delighted to share with you the story of Craig Zurek and his family as he shares his story about giving and Holy Trinity and what the Spirit has shown them in this season. So enjoy. This is a two-part series. So after you listen to this one, be sure to go back to the YouTube page, find the second one, and enjoy their story together. Thanks. Peace.
Holy Trinity, why help? Like many of you, I was not raised an Episcopalian. I was raised a Roman Catholic. In fact, as a kid, I didn't even know what an Episcopalian was. I thought there were only two religions in the world, the Catholics and the publics. The Catholics could go to heaven, hell, or purgatory, and the publics were going to go to hell. At least that's what the nuns told me at St. Adrian's. As a teenager and as a young child, I didn't attend church very much. I didn't do much as a young man either, except for a brief stint when I was in the military, and I found out that going to church would get me out of a lot of work details and singing in the choir practice. Sometimes I read books about different religions and occasionally had discussions with friends about such things as which religions were relevant, what the concepts of infinity and the hereafter meant, the deity and humanity of Jesus Christ, and Christianity versus or in conjunction with other religions. But more than anything, I knew in my heart that my God was not terrifying and unyielding. My God was loving and merciful, but firm on what he expected from me. Like so many of the best things in my life, I was brought to the Episcopal religion by my wife, Juliana. We had many long discussions before we got married about how we were going to raise the perfect Zurek children. In the forefront of many of those discussions was religion. Now, as I told you, I was raised a Roman Catholic, and I thought we should raise our children Roman Catholic. Julie, on the other hand, staunchly, note I didn't say stubbornly, thought that we should raise our kids and our family as Episcopalians. Finally, naturally, and fortunately, Julie won out, and we began our Episcopalian journey. Now, in spite of the fact that the first Episcopal priest that we met said our marriage would never last, he was the one who married us, by the way, and then the second priest we met in San Antonio had a terrible nervous breakdown, we stuck it out and continued on our Episcopal path. Then we moved back from Texas to Chicago, and I met a wonderful priest at St. Paul's in Riverside who taught me the real glory of the Episcopal religion. He took extra time to show me the wonder of being an Episcopalian, a religion whose very roots are in pragmatism, justice, compassion, and kindness, much like the Ten Commandments, and to me, just like Jesus Christ himself. That was when I began to truly embrace the religion. I began to learn that the Episcopal religion was a very serious religion that finds it okay to take a few jabs at itself and to take a few jabs at some other religions. I found it to be a religion that takes itself very seriously as a vessel of the Word of God, but one that is not so serious in its humanity that it negates the joy of being a Christian. That's why we were so happy when we moved to Texas to see this quaint and beautiful and charming little Episcopal church so close to the home that we picked out when we moved back to Texas 30 years ago, with two perfect Zurek children in tow and another one on the way. Holy Trinity by the Lake in Heath became our new church home. Guided by the missions, the clergy, and the ministries of Holy Trinity, we grew along our Christian paths as a family and as individuals as we began participating in and contributing to the missions of Holy Trinity.